Oh yeah,
Good morning.
it is Friday.
Let me get it. Oh,
Big
wait, I have
Friday.
it here. I don't have to forward it to myself. You forwarded it to me.
I
How are
did.
you guys? It's not quite. It's something. I don't know what's
Something
going
is
on.
is about to commence to whooping up on Cincy.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what we feel.
And so I have this feeling, even though it's like it's a weekend, but the weather, the weather's gonna be so.
Yeah, so just
Um,
go crawl
but I
into
just think I'm gonna just kind of crawl into a hole and stay
hmm
there. Maybe turn on the radio and just chill.
Right. It's a great idea. Turn on the radio and chill.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's simple because we've got the killer hit.
Exactly. I can tell my Alexa to play 102.5 The
The
Shard,
Shard.
and she'll play it for me. And then I can just kind of chill.
What have you guys been doing? There's a big change up in the weather. Read the forecast coming in. Across the bottom of our screen here today is wind and rain. Rain later, but wind is kind of here. We're right along the beaches and the coast here this morning, right at the Shark Studios. So we're kind of feeling that part of it first.
And until Bill closed, I have a window right over there. And until Bill closed the blinds, I could literally see the tree, one of the pine trees,
Yeah, the wind was hitting it kind of
blowing.
hard. So it's going to be one of those kind of mornings. Further inland, not as windy, but a better chance of rain sooner. So keep that in mind. And if you're traveling into Virginia today, it's one of those where the top front part of the leading edge of the band of rain is at a slant, where the northeast part of it is, it's coming across like that. So they're going to get the rain way before we are. We'll get it
Yeah,
later in the
literally,
day.
it more north and west is going to have more rain than
So if
more.
you're traveling into Virginia today, you're going to hit it some rain a lot earlier.
Like Hatteras, I don't know if you'll get rain at all. It
It
doesn't look
might
like it's
split off.
gonna.
It's one of those deals. By the time
Right.
it gets here, it might be starting to split up. Definitely going to change because on the back
Here.
end of this is some cold air. Tomorrow, what is it? Temps in the tomorrow
40s,
in the 40s.
45ish,
Yeah, 45 right along the coast.
50
and
inland.
maybe 50 in like Edenton, Hotski, Williamston. If you guys are going to the rodeo, at least it'll be 50. But other than that, what do you do? Oh,
What do you do?
you said the Daytona 500 is this weekend. It is?
Daytona
Okay.
500 is this weekend.
If you're
Yes.
looking for sports,
And then there's
football's
golf,
over.
and Tiger Woods is playing.
Is he
And
really?
so far, today will be the final of who makes the cut, because they keep it around 70 golfers, 72
Okay.
golfers,
Gotcha.
and they'll base it on the cutoff line. See, I've
Mhm.
learned a lot about golf too. If say somebody's 8 under par,
Right.
the cutoff line might be even. If anybody that's even or better, or even
Okay.
or minus or 1 under, 2 under, 3, they'll stay in the tournament. But if the cutoff line gets up to like, say the highest person is 15 under, then chances are the cutoff line will be like 5 under. So if you're even, sorry Charlie, you got to go home anyway.
Sure.
And yesterday, I think Tiger was 2 under. I believe
Okay.
maybe at the end of the day.
Wow.
I don't remember, because I was kind of going. I slept for like 3 hours yesterday afternoon, and then I went back to bed like 3, and then I went 3 hours later. I was back in bed and I slept until my alarm went off, and I probably pushed snooze like 5 times this morning. I even sent you a text saying I'll be there in 5 minutes, because I got here later than
you were running.
I was
not running
late.
late, but you were like, okay.
I was later than what I usually am.
Yeah, always watch out for that.
And Bill sent me this yesterday, and this is the funniest picture I have seen in a long time.
Look closely.
You don't even have to look closely. You can just glance at it.
Look, it's funny. I think it is. There he is. What do you think when you see that, Aaron? Whose dog could that be? Any takers?
It is
and the glasses.
I think it's just the funniest. It actually kind of looks like him.
Wow.
Yeah. Who's here? Who's with us this morning?
Oh, well,
good morning, Perrin.
Yeah, Perrin said hi. Good morning to you. How are you doing? What are you doing this weekend? Are you working? Gary's right.
That's yeah.
Perrin.
She meant to write Snoop.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say she meant to write Snoop. Isn't that the funniest picture though? I mean, look at it. Oh, and He did send me the new Atlanta tower. I have pictures of that too.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
didn't download them yet though.
Okay.
But he did send those to me last. Actually, I think I did download them, but I have to turn them because for some reason when Gary sends me pictures, they
Go
come in sideways.
Karen's off this weekend. Oh my God.
Really?
Wow.
She's gonna do laundry. That's my guess.
Yeah, off from work, working in the house. Yeah.
That's my guess is laundry. I did laundry a couple days ago, and I probably could run the vacuum, but it's not gonna. I'm not gonna die if I don't run the vacuum.
Listen, man. Yeah, I've got 2 boys that are still at home and back at home. You know.
Left, came back. That didn't come back.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, but last night was such a rare night. I thought hell had frozen over. We ate dinner,
Uh-huh.
and Mrs. Thomas and I started to watch our new binge-worthy show called You
Mm-hmm.
on Netflix. Whole different story about the
I haven't watched it.
twisted show. But my oldest son, he gets up and he goes in the kitchen. And I just start hearing water and I hear stuff moving around. I see a trash bag come out and get set down. And I'm looking around. I look over at Mrs. Thomas and she goes,
What happened?
He cleaned the whole kitchen.
What?
Yeah, wiped the counters down, put the food away, unloaded the dishwasher, loaded the dishwasher, cleaned.
What's he doing today? Because my dishwasher needs to be
we
on
were like, okay.
29 degrees.
I was thinking I missed our anniversary. Something was up. What's going on? But yeah, just kind of mind blower.
That is.
You guys have older kids.
And they'll do something that surprises you.
Yeah.
All right. So Victoria says, "Yay, happy Friday." Michael says, "Good morning." Gary said it's going to be 29 degrees in Cleveland, and he has to replace the washer and dryer this weekend.
Holy smoke!
Oh.
Holy smoke!
Okay, you have fun with that.
Mm.
How do you have? All right.
So
where are your washer and dryer upstairs? Are they downstairs? I mean, is it an easy come in the house thing?
Easy switch or not?
Because we discovered when you replace a washer and dryer, if it's like the stackable kind, and you live on the second floor of a condo building down here, it's actually the third floor, and you don't have an elevator. You know what a pain in the butt it is bringing that up the stairs. I'm going up the stairs. Shoo.
Heads up here. Before 8:30, we're going to cover a couple of bases. One of them is, what's your favorite dessert? This is fun talk here. So we're going to talk about fun stuff. What's your favorite dessert? Category. Okay. All right.
See, I don't know.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk about that. And we can kind of be a little specific and talk about some other things. Also, today in music, Friday style. It'll be bow time. Right after that, we'll give you a keyword. We'll have something to do with one of the music stories we told you.
Yes,
that'll be about 8:20. And anything else you guys would like to talk about today, it's Freestyle Friday.
So it could be
I didn't even clear that.
So it could be like a free for all.
Free for all. Yeah, we'll talk about anything. You can ask a question that you might not normally ask, and maybe we'll give you a real answer. Depends on what it is. So let me know. Yeah. See?
That would be Okay, let me see.
You have some fun with that.
Let's have a question.
So we've got the desserts coming up in just a second. So be thinking about that and listen to what we have to say, and weigh in with what you like. Hey.
See, I think I'm more of an ice cream person.
Okay. We'll find out kind of the way it stacks.
But I'm not really a dessert person. That's my problem.
Oh, you say you're not a dessert person, but when the good dessert shows up, you feel obligated and
sometimes.
See, there are some times if you ask me that question, I would say banana pudding. One of my favorites.
Creme brulee.
Well, that's like grown-up banana pudding in a way. It's been like lit on fire, which is cool.
Grown-up banana pudding. Alrighty then. Grown-up banana pudding.
Church pie, like the little old church lady's pecan pie. It's like 100 years old.
See, I'm an apple or a pumpkin pie.
See, there's a lot of things to think about like that. What'd you say?
Apple or pumpkin. That's my pies. Okay. Those are my go-to pies.
Pumpkins are usually one time a year for me, but I love them.
See, I could get them multiple times a year.
Well, I could too. I could, but
Yeah.
I don't. Now, apple pie, get me some pure bean vanilla ice cream with no filler ice cream, and I'll have a field day with some warm apple pie.
Or even frozen custard
Yeah,
on top of the ice cream, or on top of the apple pie. That's really good. It's really creamy. I'm actually trying to get Gary's pictures.
Your station for the killer hits, 102.5, the Shark. Elton John, sorry seems to be the hardest word. Sometimes it is.
Especially if you're the Fonz, you go.
Yes. Fonzie from Happy Days. Boy, that's what back just a little bit.
Just a little.
Yeah. We go back just a little bit too. So don't forget that.
That's true. That's true.
It is 8:11. Bill and Cindy with you in the morning. Killer hits all day. It is Big Friday. Let's see, coming up, we got Today in Music about 10 minutes from now. But right now, we got a weather forecast that might be just a little bit bumpier, or
it's not one that I like to deliver.
You might want to hang on to something if you're walking across the parking lot.
I would rather say lots of sunshine, but unfortunately, I have to say cloudy, windy, scattered showers this morning. Wind with heavier rain this afternoon. High of around 70 with wind gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Showers likely this evening, partly cloudy and 31 with wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Mostly sunny, breezy, cooler tomorrow, 45 along the coast, 50 inland, and then partly sunny on Sunday and 58.
All right, 66 clouds in Canton, 63 in Kitty Hawk this morning, and 64 at 102.5 The Shark.
So we are live on Facebook right now, by the way, 102.5 The Shark, after you go to facebook.com, of course. And you just posed the question, what's your favorite dessert?
Now, I love to talk food. I think Cindy and I agree on
that's
our common ground.
Because we like to eat food. That's why.
Food. And we love great meals, but we really love a great dessert too.
Yeah,
if you haven't eaten too much of the meal.
See, that's my problem.
Yeah, me too.
Whenever I go out to eat, they're like, oh, can I offer you some dessert this evening? No, I don't have room. I need leftovers to go home for that.
Exactly. And sometimes the restaurant's not the best place you could have a dessert. I love at home homemade desserts.
Those are good too.
Or at church homemade desserts
that's right.
Little lady, whenever Smith came in and brought in the pecan pie from the 50s.
Mrs. Claus.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Well, you're asking me what is my favorite dessert? Okay.
Yeah, what is your favorite type of dessert or that you would like to eat?
Okay. Well, it would probably be something like, if you ask me, I don't know. I love banana pudding. That's I don't know if that qualifies. It is a dessert, but I don't know if it qualifies what you're talking about. You're talking about pie.
Sorta. I mean, 2,000 Americans were asked to name their favorite type of dessert.
Right.
And of course, cake came in first.
Well, Mrs. Thomas is one mean cake maker.
She makes beautiful cakes.
And
I couldn't eat her cake though because it looks too pretty. I wouldn't want to mess it up.
You're too kind, but you're right. She's very precise.
Works of art.
Inside though, this is what the thing is. Usually when you get somebody to make you a cake or something, they look great, man, but they don't taste good.
No, they don't. Really, no.
But if you can find one that has all of it, that's the Mrs. Thomas cake.
Nice.
And a lot of our friends call them Sheila cakes because that's her first name.
Right.
They'll call with a birthday request. Hey, Tom's birthday's coming up. Can you make one of those chocolate cakes you make with the ganache icing?
Oh, yeah.
Or the strawberry cake with the cream cheese icing?
Yum.
Yeah. So cake. I didn't even think about that, but cake would be a go-to thing for me, I guess.
Well, people were allowed to pick more than one type of dessert they consider their favorite, and this is the top 10.
Okay.
Cake came in 42%.
All right.
Cookies, close second at 36%.
Okay.
Followed then by pie at 34%. Donuts, 34%.
All right.
Muffins, 33%. Cupcakes, 32%. Pastries, 24%. Candy, 21%. And brownies, only 17%. Wait a minute.
Brownies are
but there's no ice cream.
Interesting.
There's no ice cream in the top 10. And that would have to be my one go-to. I love a good ice cream cone.
Okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Plus maybe a sundae or a banana.
Yes. Man. Yes. The poll also asked about their favorite dessert flavors.
Strawberry.
And you mentioned it. That strawberry is it. Absolutely. Ranked right at the top.
What about you?
I like strawberry. I like vanilla. I like chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like chocolate chip. I like peanut butter. I'm
Right.
just kind of, but the top 5 are strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, red velvet, and chocolate chip.
I'll tell you what, man. If you got a sweet tooth, you got a sweet tooth. It doesn't matter. It's a dessert. It's a dessert, and it's a treat no matter when you get it. That's the way I look at it. But interesting how it stacks up. Cake, though, number 1, and brownies at the bottom of the pile.
And this is one final stat.
Yes.
Over a third of adults said that they have a bigger sweet tooth now than when they were kids.
I don't have that many real teeth left, to be honest with you. So I think I'm disqualified.
I am choking on something and my eyes watering.
Isn't that the truth, though? The older you get, oh, here comes some good stuff. I'm looking at the comments. Cindy, check this out.
Okay, I haven't been there yet. Hold on, I'm coming.
Karen just says, I like a lot of desserts all at one time.
I am cold today.
I do too, Karen. I know what you're talking about. A little bit of this. A family reunion is a great thing, isn't it?
Oreos with horseradish. Gary.
Gary.
All right. Okay, so let's see. Easy 2 steps up. Oh, perfect.
Right.
Okay. At the eye doctor, so be with her as long as I can. So enjoy the bipolar. Yeah, exactly. I am cold. I actually had a jacket on earlier, but I want you to see this. I have my little blanket wrapped around my butt.
Right.
And I have my fuzzy polar bear socks on because my feet were cold. I'm just cold. And I think that's another reason I want to sleep, and I'm cold. And it's warm outside. Well, it's cold in here, though. They like to keep it at 68 in here, and that's just too cold for me right now.
Right. Michael's at the eye doctor. Are they putting the drops in your eyes so you can be able to drive? Or are they just checking you out?
Cafe Lachine, Boston cream. Oh.
See? Now, some people have their favorite dessert and they know where to get it.
Yeah, and Wanchese.
You know? There you go. Very cool.
So,
cool. Cherry cobbler.
Or strawberry pie.
Yeah.
But see, believe it or not, I had a bigger sweet tooth when I was little. Okay. Now I can, I mean, how many times is there chocolate out there? And I'm like, yeah, okay, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll eat it. I love chocolate, don't get me wrong. And I mean, how long did that Reese's peanut butter cups or the Kit Kat sit in here? Forever. Because I wasn't,
all right, here's the deal.
Uh-oh.
There's still some candy from before Christmas.
And they're still good because I had one about 3. I had one last week.
High test. See, I thought this was still the sugarless ones for the fake.
Oh, don't we have those still?
Fake candy.
We should have those somewhere.
Reese's Minis.
We do have Reese's Minis that are sugar free somewhere.
Well,
I don't know what happened to them. They might be over there. But I'm just but when it comes to ice cream, I do like a good a frozen custard because it's nice and creamy and it's just a little bit better than actual ice cream. And then that I like just plain vanilla. And I know people don't like vanilla, but when it comes to regular ice cream, peanut butter and chocolate.
Like that. My favorite ice cream. I want to buy some, and it was just me. I get butter pecan.
Butter pecan. See, butter pecan is good too.
Yeah. Good
and
stuff.
Then there used to be a butter
brickle.
Butter brickle, butter brickle, but you can't find that anymore.
Moose tracks.
Oh, Perrin's at Arts for breakfast. Oh,
are you there?
What are we having?
Oh, cool.
Bye, Perrin. What are we having for breakfast? I wonder. That would sound good. They do to go, right?
They probably do.
I could run up there and pick some up. Have a great weekend, Perrin, and enjoy your weekend off. And she said she's doing laundry today earlier, by the way.
All right, get it out of the way and enjoy Saturday. Just make it a you day.
Oh, an omelet. Yum.
Yeah.
That would taste good.
It would, wouldn't it?
See, I'm more of like food person than a dessert food person, if that makes sense.
I was thinking about
cream with caramel. Oh, that would be good too.
I had a thought about the brownies too. A lot of times brownies, they're a meal on their own. Sometimes like way after dinner, after dessert would even be considered. It's like, let's make some brownies. That happens at our house a lot.
Stay away from the marijuana, Bill. I'm kidding. He doesn't smoke pot.
My health times have changed though. On that note, it's just weird. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But no is the answer to that. But yeah, I've been offered some really weird looking brownies, but
Yeah.
but no, I'm saying is there's either a chocolate craving later in the evening or a salty.
I'll get like a spicy craving.
Now let me tell you, if you go to one of the grocery stores that sells you the higher end chocolate, they want you to make you believe that it's good for you, like dark chocolate.
Right.
This is dark chocolate. It's different.
Well, dark chocolate is better for you.
Yeah, it is. But there's a brand, I don't even know what it's called, but it's got a little elephant on their logo.
I don't remember what it is.
Nice little lady looking bars of chocolate. The best way I could describe it.
Okay.
They're just that way. It's nothing sexist. It's just it reminds me of something that my wife Sheila she'd come home with one of these.
Okay.
Guaranteed. But I have a favorite. And it is a creamy caramel. It's like they come in blocks like a Hershey bar.
Yeah.
But they're a little bit bigger than the little Hershey blocks.
Okay.
Like a double size almost.
Okay.
So you got like a 1-inch square.
Okay.
Okay. And it sort of rises up, and in the middle of the rise up, still covered with chocolate, is this creamy caramel. So, and it's a salty caramel. So you have dark chocolate, which is not sweet. But
right.
You have this salty caramel, which is a little sweet.
Right.
And man, they are the best ever.
I'll have to go check this out.
And they're rich in one square, and you're good.
I'll have to check that out.
Just saying.
Like I said, I'd rather eat like a good steak or
me too.
Or lobster or something than have a cookie or a piece of cake.
Maybe. Yeah.
Or even just anything good. Fish tacos, if they're cooked right, they have to be
right.
They have to be grilled though, not breaded. But let me think. What else? What other kind of desserts? Like different desserts. Like I said, I do like creme brulee.
Okay.
But I only eat I can't eat like a whole creme brulee. I just a couple little bites and I'm done.
Get a creme brulee that's in a small white
the little yeah, those are good. Yeah.
I like that too. What else is good? My mom used to just take regular, very pretty strawberries. And they're kind of moist anyway. You'd wash them. And roll them in confectionery sugar. Just set them out on a tray. They're really good like that.
Said that would be too sweet for me.
Or dip them in chocolate. We had some of those the other day.
Yes.
Our den mom here at the radio station, Bethy, she brought us chocolate covered strawberries in honor of Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And they didn't last that long.
No, they were good. I had 2, maybe 3.
Really good. So,
and they were dipped in dark chocolate too. That's what's really good.
Yeah. See, the older you get, maybe the dark chocolate thing is for grown-ups.
And can I tell you else? Yeah, I do like dark chocolate. Back in the day I didn't like it, but now I'm good with it.
Right.
But another thing I like with the salt, you were talking about the salty and the sweet. McDonald's French fries dipped in their soft serve vanilla ice cream. Oh.
For real.
For real.
French fries and the ice cream.
French fries, dip it. Just get like a sundae, one of their sundaes, but don't get anything on, no toppings on it. Or you could get the caramel on it and just dip the French. Oh man, that salty and that sweet is. I might have to make a run to Mickey D's because that would taste good.
Get an order of the plant-based McNuggets now too.
Yes, and Gary, we got your joke finally. The chicken yesterday, his joke. He said he'd have to explain it. It was a dad joke. How deep are they planted? The plant-based chicken. Yeah.
Plant-based, gotcha.
Have a chicken sandwich. It's made out of plants. Well, then it's not a chicken sandwich. It's a plant sandwich. But yeah, it took me a while. Oh, but and one of these days, I know Gary sent me pictures, which I'm going to show you real quick. But one of these days, I'm going to have to talk to Gary about what he does. He asked what I did. In Atlanta at the main center, and so I told him, but I haven't heard back from him yet. But he might end up emailing me. But he might be putting in a washer and dryer right now too. I don't know. Or he's just drinking his coffee and watching us.
Make sure that clock's
all right. So if you're standing at the bottom of the if you're standing at the bottom of the tower, look up and that's what you see.
Oh wow.
That's a tall tower.
Yeah, it is.
This is in Atlanta at the airport.
Sweet.
And then this is, I guess, the new tower because they're redoing part of
the tower.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm guessing. But Atlanta, the airport is so big that it actually one of the runways goes over top of an Interstate 85 down there.
Oh wow!
Because it's big, it's huge.
That's kind of cool.
It's a very big airport. But So yeah, one of these days, Gary, you're gonna have to tell me kind of more what you do as well. because, yeah, he said, "What does your daughter do at the center?" And that's what I told him. But he hasn't called. He hasn't replied back yet.
Okay.
But I'm sure you will, Gary.
All right, so today in music up within about a minute and a half.
Mhm.
Apparently, Jimi Hendrix had more than one guitar. A couple of days ago, we were talking about.
I
I'm
remember
sure he did.
he had a
Joe.
guitar. He had like a poem or something that he
Yeah,
wrote
right.
or something. Then there was something else that.
And there's some more auction stuff that just brings
Yeah.
astronomical amounts of money. It's hard to believe. So, anyway.
Actually, when I saw that and I was putting that information in there, I
Mhm.
was like, "Didn't we just? Is this the
Yeah, I
wrong?"
know. And
Yeah.
then back in the 2000s, remember all the boy bands?
The
They had,
NSYNCs
yeah,
and Men
they
or
kind of had this one
Boys to
guy who was
Men.
kind of helped manage a lot of these guys.
Uh-huh.
He was really good at it. Turned
Uh-huh.
out he was scamming them a little bit. Maybe.
You're talking about like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boys to Men.
Like my sponge in sync.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
which is sitting out by the sink, by the way.
Proud of my sponge.
He likes his sponge. I don't know if he's ever used it, but it is on display. All right, I'm cold. Still. Where am I? I don't know where I am.
Your station for the killer hits 102.5 The Shark. Billy Joel, and don't ask me why.
Why?
Because that's why. That's what Dad would say.
We'll see, my mom would say, because I said so.
Well, well
That's
there's
why.
that one too.
Yes.
Billy Joel, by the way, finishing up, let's see, Madison Square Garden show number 87 now. Saw the playlist for it.
Really?
Yeah, the set list,
Yeah,
after the show,
yeah.
they'll take a picture of the set list and
Yeah.
put it on their Facebook page,
Yeah.
like, this is what we sang.
Right.
Show number 87.
Show number,
I used
wow.
to go see him as Madison Square Garden, evidently.
I've been there, I've done that, and I've
Saw a
seen
lot
him
of
there.
shows.
I've been there, I've done that, and I've seen him there. He's
Your
amazing.
shark forecast is a little bit of a bumpy one today. If you like wind, just go outside and hang out. Pretty much.
Yeah, looking out the window, I can still see it just blowing around, and that's what it's supposed to do. It's going to be cloudy, scattered showers, still a possibility this morning. Wind, heavier rain this afternoon as well. High 70 with wind gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Showers likely this evening, partly cloudy and 31 with wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Mostly sunny, breezy tomorrow, a little cooler, 45 along the coast, 50 inland, and then partly sunny on Sunday and 58.
All right, 66 right now in Elizabeth City, 65 in Coleraine, and 63 at 102.5 The Shark.
It's time for This Day in Music History, brought to you by Tap That OBX. They're open till 9 p.m. with your favorite beers, bourbons, and tequilas too. Free pool, foosball, and shuffleboard. Come hang out and relax with your friends in the new laid-back space in Kitty Hawk. Tap That OBX.
All right, 2005. You might remember just a couple of days ago, one of our stories was about one of Jimi Hendrix's guitar bringing an astronomical amount of money to auction. And you think, well, if anybody's guitar would, it should be his.
It should, because he's like the pioneer of
considered
amazing.
one of the best. So in 2005, a 1965 Fender Stratocaster guitar that belonged to Jimi Hendrix sold for over $150,000 this time at an auction in London.
I bet it sounds good though.
I'm looking for more Jimi Hendrix guitars. There's got to be some somewhere. Right?
Absolutely.
2003, the man behind the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC was being investigated over complaints that aspiring stars, guys that hadn't been really discovered yet, were paying $1,500 each to appear on his website. A guy named was Lou Pearlman, was accused by Florida authorities of getting young actors and models to pay upfront costs to appear on his Transcontinental Company's website by saying he would also help them find work.
Well, he did on some of them, but other people he didn't.
Just took the money, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe. 2000, John Lennon's Steinway piano, the one that he composed Imagine on. Can you imagine what that could possibly be worth?
Millions.
Yeah. It went on display at the Beatles Story Museum in Liverpool.
If I ever make it over there, I'll have to go check it out. In 1996, a Platinum American Express card, which once belonged to Bruce Springsteen, was sold for $4,500 at a New York memorabilia sale. Now, the singer had given an expired card to a waiter in an LA restaurant by mistake one time, and he said, just go ahead, keep it. It's a souvenir, enjoy it.
Right.
So then he sold her for $4,500. Not very.
Not bad
Yeah,
at all.
that's the biggest tip he's ever had. In 1971, James Taylor made his TV debut on the Johnny Cash Show. Other guests included our forgotten 45 artist of the day, Neil Young, or excuse me, I was thinking Neil Diamond, but Neil Diamond has been on there. Neil Young, Linda Ronstadt
Yeah.
also been on there. And now it's boat time.
I've got a keyword for you. Text back to us at 252-441-1025 to qualify to win a winner two-piece chicken dinner from Bojangles.
And your keyword today is imagine. Since John Lennon was in there with his Steinway piano and where he composed Imagine, I-M-A-G-I-N-E, Imagine.
News and weather together within 10. Imagine all that chicken.
I'm hungry. Can't get my headphones off. All right, why am
Gang, are you still hanging out with us?
That looks like a little bit, yeah.
Long on that one.
Yeah, we did.
All right.
We're okay.
Yeah,
We're
you're
good.
there. Cool. All right. Well, if Perrin's still there, have a good weekend. I know she's at Arts Place.
She
Michael's
said she'd check out later.
Even you guys are awesome.
I know.
There's the doctor's office. You can still watch it.
Well, think about it though. When you go to the doctor's office, how long do you sit in their waiting room?
Well, a while.
And I'm not ragging on any doctors. I mean, not particular. But have you ever noticed? This is something that one time there was a doctor that I went to, and it kind of irritated me. They would like schedule appointments because I looked at the little sheet, like what time is your appointment when you check in, and they would schedule like 4 people at the same appointment time, and there's only one doctor.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And then another thing too, I was at a doctor's office one time, and a woman came in, and she said, "Sorry, I'm late. Something happened, whatever." She was like an hour and a half late for her appointment. And they're like, "Well, I'm sorry, you're going to have to reschedule. And because you didn't show up for your appointment, you owe us $25." So if she sits there, if she comes in an hour and a half late and why can't they take her in? But if you go and you have to sit there for an hour and a half because the doctor's running late, that's okay. That was my point. But anyway.
There's a soft spot.
Yeah.
Victoria, you have a good weekend.
Yes.
Too.
All of you have a fantastic weekend. Stay warm. Don't blow away.
No, don't do that.
And go chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin.
Oh.
And I'm thinking NASCAR Daytona 500. The weird thing though is I'm in a NASCAR fantasy league, and 9 times out of 10 I will not pick like the big name drivers at the Daytona 500,
right?
Because there's always a crash and they don't make it to the finish line. It's just how it happens. So.
All right, gang. Have a great weekend, and we will see you on Monday, bright and early.
Leaving next week for Florida.
Right,
woohoo!
Nice.
Well, good luck getting your washer and dryer installed.
Yeah, stop by and see us.
Yeah. Oh, he says he's going to.
Yep.
I hope you do.
OBX first.
All right. Well, let us know when you're in town.
Later.